So the first part of the Library of the Extreme, I think, was released in January, and the idea of that was basically to have like all variations of blast beats possible and imaginable and unimaginable, and some fills, and so it was basically just blast beats and all that stuff as wide as possible. And so for the second part of the Library of the Extreme, the idea is to include any other metal beat. So this includes like the typical Slayer thrash beat, a lot of double kick beats, both in swing and 4/4 straight. Like, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in there really, and I think with those two packs together, you have the idea is to have a pretty consistent and complete array of metal beats. The whole idea behind the Library of the Extreme was to give people an easy tool to build metal songs, and there's of course an endless array of possibilities, but a lot of beats come back in one shape or another in a lot of metal music. So I try to think of the variations and the different aspects of all that and put it all together in these packs. I think that anybody who wants to make demos, or even people have already been using it to make albums as well, everything is there in these packs. Like, basically, since you can modify everything from tempo to all the details in the beats and stuff, it's very complete. And I think also with a lot of the patterns that I've included, and because basically with every beat I start with all the usual variations, and then towards the end of every beat I start like going a little bit crazy with them, like putting some weird stuff in there and some twists. I think it may even inspire people to hopefully have new ideas also with what they're doing. It was actually a very interesting learning experience for me too, to work on those beats in that sense, because there was a lot of stuff that I had never tried before that just kind of came out. But yeah, I think it's very complete, and I think it's going to be very useful, especially because a lot of those beats aren't easy to, if you were to program them from scratch, it would be difficult, because of all the nuances and because they have a lot of beats in them. So with this, it's all played, and it sounds natural. When the first Library of the Extreme came out in January, I went to NAMM with the Toontrack crew to do some demos, and the first day I was there playing, it was about a week I think after it came out, this kid comes up to me and plays me a bunch of songs that he had recorded using the beats from something that came out the week before, and it actually sounded cool. So I was pretty surprised to see, in a way it shows the efficiency of the product, because obviously, it didn't take him a lot of time to integrate it into his writing. So I think this is a good indication of that. And same also since then, since it's come out, I've had a lot of emails from people that are using the library, and one in particular was I think it was a Dutch band, kind of a one-man project who is actually going to be releasing an album this summer, and he included, he had his own beats that he used, and then for the blast beats he took stuff from the library and kind of tweaked it in his own way, and what I heard sounded really cool. So there's really, no limits to what you can do with this and the way you can use this. It's really very open, in the sense that you can stick with what it is, or you can modify it in any way you want, or you can even, just take it as a basic idea and then later on have a real drummer play the stuff if that's what you want to do. So, it's just makes things a lot easier.